I been kicking it with Cøøg. 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 Got a lot of shit to lose. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg.
Yeah, so we here at Masquerade Hall. This is my first time ever in this legendary venue, and we backstage with Jae Skeese.
Peace. What's
Brother,
going on,
you
bro?
killed that shit.
Man, thank you, bro.
Nah, of course. This is my second time in 3 months seeing you perform.
Yeah, for sure.
Saw you at the Rome Street show, and now we on the Conway Sauce Walka tour. How you feeling?
Man, I feel great, man. I feel like this has been my first run for real, like really, where I'm on like the marquee, I'm on the tickets, I'm really a part of the show. You know what I mean? So it feels good to like have my real fans out there in the audience and really rocking with me and showing love and, being able to just interact with people in the way I've been able to for the last, couple weeks and shit. So it's been real dope.
So far, with all the states, what's been your favorite one so far?
My favorite state probably, man, I gotta say between Arizona and Colorado, which, we did shows in Denver and in Phoenix.
Why those shows specifically? What about the energy?
Just the energy, it was like electric in there. Denver was wall to wall. You couldn't move in that bitch. It was like so many people in there. Everybody was smoking. It was a real hip hop show. It was hot. I was sweating up there on the stage.
On the weed in Denver must be fucking amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that gave us, some free weed. Shout out to Blazy too. They gave us some rolling papers and stuff like that. They showed a lot of love. They actually gave us lunch too, which was crazy.
Oh, that's fire.
When we pulled up to their compound, but it was like the energy in there was just super electric. Everybody was showing love. I probably signed 50 million vinyls and hats and everything in there. So it was just super dope. And then Phoenix, it wasn't like wall to wall, but everybody in there, it was like if they bought a ticket, if they was in the building, they really wanted to come and see us. You know what I'm saying? From me to Sauce Walka to Conway, even the openers, like they was lit for the openers. So
Hell yeah.
It was just a great show.
Nah, no bullshit. And you guys definitely, I can only imagine how amazing those shows were. Because the show you guys put on tonight, from the openers to your set to fucking how legendary Conway set was, like, what's that like being a part of? Being a part of such a amazing rap family tree. Like, just watching all you guys on stage, I'm like, damn, some of the illest rappers in the world are on this stage right now. Yeah. And you're a part of that.
It's crazy, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just wild to me because, like, shout out to my boy Weez, rest in peace. Like, he always was telling me, you know what I'm saying, years ago when I was ready to give up on music and all that, like, he was just like, yo, you too ill,
Facts.
My man Potts, my man T, like, all my homies, like, yo, you just too ill, like, you just got to keep going. Like I said, in them times where I really wanted to stop, so to be in this position now, it's kind of like, yo, all these niggas was right. You know what I'm saying? I just needed to just keep my head on straight and really believe in myself. And when I finally got the opportunity to kind of, get into the swing of things and be around Conway and shit, I didn't let that shit, like, slip out of my hands. Like, I had to go and take that shit.
For those who don't know, how long has this journey been?
I mean, I've been really making music. I first got in the studio. Like, my first studio experience was 12 years old.
Shit.
Yeah, 12, 13 years old, yeah, because I was in 6th, 7th grade. So it's been a long time, very long time, over 20 years, but really chasing the music seriously for about 10 years, you know what I'm saying?
And what was the moment for you when you realized, like, oh shit, this is really happening? Or has that moment even hit you yet? Because you just mentioned this is kind of your first run.
I mean, I think I just said it to Potts the other day, or to Chad. I was saying to him, like, that show that we had just a few days ago over in LA, that's what really showed me, like, all right, you actually are really here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to be on the road with Conway, over the last 2 years and do some of the things I've been able to do with him, LA Leakers and Bootleg Kev and, dropping albums and dropping projects and shit. It's been dope, but I think it really hit me that I'm really, where I am now. I got a place in the game now because it was just the energy I was receiving from the crowd in LA. And then, afterwards, talking with the fans, being on stage. I think I signed a few pairs of sneakers. And it was just the interaction. Like, when I came out, it was just the energy that I received. Like, people were there for me. You get what I'm saying? So
that must feel amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. So to receive that energy and everything, it was just like, man, like, all right, I'm finally here. You know what I mean?
From selling sneakers to signing sneakers. That's some full circle shit right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some full circle shit right there.
That's a fact.
We were talking about sneakers right before we got on camera. What's your favorite pair of sneakers?
Oh, Aqua Ace.
Aqua
Ace.
Top. All right. Besides Aquates, give us 2 more. We gotta know.
Shit, metallic 5s.
Okay. I mean that makes sense too.
And yeah, metallic 5s for sure, and then infrared 6s.
All classic Jordans right there.
All classics.
I think my favorite's black cement 3s.
Yeah.
Red ones. Bread 4s.
Bread 4s?
Bread 4s.
You know, it's funny. I almost wore the bread 4s today, but, you know, I actually grabbed these somewhere here in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Good black toes.
Nah, yeah, these
2016.
are phenomenal situations right
yeah,
there.
Man. Shit, I'm the separation of Jordan Mids and Jordan Highs I got to put on.
Yo, I love that saying. I love that fucking saying because there is a big separation between the two.
Difference, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the mids, I don't wear mids. I never was a mids type of person. They always looked funny to me. So, except for a couple pairs, like I love the new loves.
I was gonna say I feel like the new loves get away with it because niggas don't really even know those are mids.
Yeah, they don't even know. And then the other ones that I liked was the alpha ones, the ones that had they were sky blue and white, and they had the big picture of Jordan on the side.
Okay.
I like those. Me and my bro had those.
Nah, there's some cool mids, but like besides the new loves, I don't think there's too many classics.
Yeah, not too many classics for sure. Because you know they was whoring them out.
Yeah, nah, I feel like ones as I'm wearing a pair, like as we're both wearing a pair, rather, like it's kind of gotten oversaturated.
Yeah, those clean too.
Thank you. Yeah, they're like a woman's pair, but like luckily I found my size.
Yeah, it's good materials on them though.
Nah, facts. Nah, they're doing some good work over at Jordan. They're doing some great work over there. We can
Jordan, Nike. You know what I mean?
Make sure you send my guy some pairs, yo. You saw that.
Hell yeah! You see what we doing with the EKIN shit? We did EKIN 1, we got EKIN 2, we did EKIN 3, and Urban Necessities.
You know what's crazy? You know I have some EKIN talk right there.
Come on,
I was gonna ask you to continue with that series.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course. Like I gotta keep talking that because that's just natural to me. You know what I'm saying? Like any city I go to, I'm trying to see what's the best like sneaker store. I'm trying to go see what they got. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get my hands on a little bit of money, anytime I get my hands on a little bit of money, the first thing I'm doing is seeing what sneaker I want.
Right now, it's a sneaker like you haven't quite copped because it's like OD expensive. Like, what's that one sneaker you're like, yo, when I have buku money, this is the sneaker I'm getting?
I think I need 2 pairs because I'm mad I sold them. I need a pair of the Kobe 6, or is it the Kobe 6? Kobe 4.
Okay.
Kobe 4? The Kobe 4?
I think they're the 4s.
Yep, the Kobe 4. The one that got, the one shoe is the Poison Dart Frog design.
Yep.
But it's tan. I had them and I sold them. And then the other pair that I need them Nerf KD4s.
Yo, KD for a moment was like that era of Nike basketball was nuts.
Crazy, bro. Like
they just couldn't fucking miss.
Yeah, but now I feel like I don't know what it is now. I think there was just a level of okay, I can still wear these and still drip a little bit. Whereas now, like the LeBrons and Kyrie's and you know what I mean, Ja Morant joints that I be seeing, Giannis joints. I can't put nothing on with that. Them shits, they look like they only supposed to be worn.
Nah, they basketball sneakers. They're fly basketball sneakers, but basketball sneakers nevertheless. Yeah,
but I can't put on a pair of some jeans and you know what I mean, drip them joints really. You know?
Nah, I wholeheartily agree. You don't really see basketball sneakers in fashion right now.
Right, that's a fact.
Nah, it's been a minute. I want to say since that Nike era, when the early KDs.
Yeah, it's been since then. The only person that's really making noise right now is LaMelo Ball. Yeah, his joints is alright.
Nah, his shit's just fire. You know who got a fire sneaker too? I like the new Trae Youngs. The Trae Young 3s, them shits is fire.
Who's he with?
He's with Adidas.
Where I gotta check his out. I haven't seen his yet.
His are pretty fire.
Where?
Man, we can talk sneakers forever. I'm trying to tell you.
We definitely can because I know my shit. So you know I can sit here and talk to you for 2 hours about sneakers.
Let's talk Abolished Uncertainties. Take us through that album, name of that album, creating that album, what the album's done for your career and life. Like, take us through it.
So Abolished Uncertainties was like, you know, that was basically birthed in the first session that I had with Conway. So like I was saying out there on stage, like
you were telling a cool little story.
Yeah, Symmetry was the first record that I made. You know, in that first session that I had with Conway, we went down to New York. He just hit me like, yo, if you can get down here, like pull up. You know what I'm saying? His assistant actually hit me up, and so I jumped in my truck. I got down there like shit. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm there. Yo, you know what I'm saying? And we got down there. Me and Love the Genius, and he put us in the studio. It was like shit, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I made that joint, and from there it was like a few other records I made. I think I made Burner Phone in that same session. And after I made those records and shit, He actually had like Rory and Maul, and he had
shit.
He had Rest in Peace Hovain. He was in the building.
Rest in peace, legend.
Rest in peace, DJ K Slay. He was in the building.
Wow.
Johnny Shipes pulled up, and he was playing "God Don't Make Mistakes."
There's some heavy hitters in this.
It was crazy. It was crazy that night. And so they pull up, and he was playing the music, and he was like, "Yo, play that shit Love the Geniuses did. Yo, play that shit Skeese just did." So these tracks I literally just cooked up. He was playing them joints, and we just seeing the reactions. Everybody, they rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? And from there, it was like, shit, Skeese, get the name of your album ready. And this was in 2020. So Abolished Uncertainties just came out this year, March 2023.
Yeah, it hasn't been a long time since it dropped.
Yeah, right. So it's been, it's been a little bit of time, but it took a long time to kind of, get lead up to the album. Because we didn't want to just drop the album.
No, of course.
Without it being any buzz or anybody knowing my name and stuff like that. So that's why you heard me all over, La Machina. You heard me all over from King to a God to Deluxe. I was on 2 records on there. You heard me on God Don't Make Mistakes on Drum Work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was all just to pipe up, my name and pipe up what I had going on. And then also, I was putting out the mixtapes. I was putting out, Revolver Ocelot. I was putting out, Iroquois Pliskin, the joint with Big Ghost, Authenticity Check. I was just...
The joint with Big Ghost is fucking crazy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Big Ghost is a legend, too.
Hell yeah. But, shout out to Big Ghost. That's the big homie. But, I was just trying to pipe my name up so that once we got to this point, it was like, it ain't gonna fall on deaf ears, you know what I mean? And since we dropped Abolished Uncertainties, like, honestly, the people that know about it, it's like I feel like I got a niche right now, like a real niche crowd. People that know about it, like, they love it. They calling it album of the year. They like, yo, this is crazy. Like, everywhere I go, I meet 1 or 2 people who tell me like, yo, your album is album of the year. Like, you know what I mean? And it's because it's such a relatable album. I like,
it's real, yeah.
I laid it all out on the album. Like, I made it super where if you listen through the whole album, you know me, you know Jared. You don't even know Jae Skeese, you know Jared. You feel what I'm saying? Me. So I made it super relatable. I made it super personal. I was very vulnerable on a lot of the records, like, telling stories about my pops, my moms, things that I've been through, my daughter, shit I had to overcome, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So, I just really wanted to make my technically my debut album just relatable. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. And then, as far as the title of the album, Abolished Uncertainties, what it means is through putting this album on, because like I was saying earlier, it was times where I wanted to stop making music.
Facts.
Or, different things like that. I just really, when I finally got in position to finally put out an album, it was like, oh, so all those uncertainties that I had, they kind of went to the wayside. Because, when you try to do something for such a long time, it can almost like you can develop some self-doubt because things didn't transpire the way that you originally saw them happen.
No, of course.
You feel what I'm saying? So in that sense, like, you become a slave to your own mind. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, I was thinking, how can I break this train of thought? It was almost like abolishing like slavery. So Abolished Uncertainties. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I fuck with that.
Word.
I expected to get a great answer when I had that question ready for it.
Yeah.
Now, the album is incredible. Everything I've been hearing from you and the whole drummer camp has been top-notch. I feel like that's one thing you guys truly focus on. We all know everyone in this group can rap, but it's like you guys are also making incredible records. Yeah,
see, and that's the thing, like, because I felt like early with, like, joints with, like, Big Ghost and, Revolver Ocelot, I really was just rapping, trying to prove that I belong. Yeah,
because I can only imagine that, kind of getting signed and, getting thrown next to the best rappers and Griselda fans being like, is this nigga even nice? Like, you probably really have to prove yourself. So what's that like when every time you collab with a Conway, a Westside, a Stove God, like, do you feel like you have to really come with it because their fans are...
Yeah, and that's what I was alluding to. Like, I feel like there was a point in time, especially early on, where I felt like, damn, like, I got a point to prove. I gotta rap better than everybody. I gotta rap. And it kind of got to where it was like, all right, like, if I just be the best me, you feel what I'm saying? If I could just be the best Jae Skeese every track, then naturally I'm gonna stand out.
Facts.
I'm not gonna stand out because of what I say, like these lines, like, because I don't rap about, what Conway raps about. I don't rap about what Soul God raps about. I just rap. I'm just nice.
Yeah, you really just be rapping your ass off.
Subject matter is a little different, so it's like, if I just stay me, I'll just naturally stand out, and people will fuck with me that way. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first came out, it was like, you know, a lot of people was like, well, who the hell is Jae Skeese? Like, you know, there's a lot of people who really rocked with it, but it was some people like, shit, they didn't know. They was on the fence. Like,
nah, of course.
I don't know, because he ain't talking this, he ain't talking that. But then as we get more and more into, you know, I'm doing features and I'm putting out music, people started to understand what was going on. And so, you know, they get the picture now. They starting to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, it's definitely going to take time. And I feel like anytime you rap amongst any of these guys, you prove, yo, you're supposed to be here every time. And then we see you on stage with them. We see you have one of the illest sets of the night. And you're just like, nah, you're here.
Yeah.
It's really your moment.
100%.
Nah, it's really your fucking moment, bro. Yo, so you did a poem on Red Kool-Aid. How long you been doing poetry? Like, you started doing poetry before you started doing music?
Word. So, yeah. So, I didn't do the poem on Red Kool-Aid. That was actually Jillian Hainsworth. But I do have some records where, you know, I did have some poetry and stuff like that. I was talking my shit. But I feel like it just comes with the territory. If you rap, you know, that's going to be part of the territory. You know, at least for me. Because I just, you know, my rap style is kind of more poetry anyway.
Because you're coming from the heart, and, you know,
exactly.
the storytelling.
So, you know, and I felt like Jillian was one of the illest, you know what I'm saying, from the town. Shout out to Jillian Hainsworth. You know, she's just one of the illest from the town as far as poetry and spoken word. And so when I was making that record, I was like, man, like I hear her on this, you know what I mean? Just talking the pain and talking, you know what I mean? What it is to be from the east side of Buffalo and have aspirations and, you know, to go through things and stuff like that. So I felt like she would like fit that record perfect.
And bringing in collabs, like, is that how you do it? You just like hear something and it's like, nah, someone from Buffalo to kill this, like.
Yeah, like, you know, it's funny. Every feature that I had on Abolished Uncertainties, except for Freeway, and that was something that was just kind of unplanned. We just happened to be in the studio, and you know, I got the verse from him. But
getting a Freeway verses,
yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy, by the way.
It was crazy for me because I'm a big fan.
Legendary shit.
But yeah, every feature, you know, for the album, I was like, man, I wanted to be somebody from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So all the people that you heard outside of Freeway are all people from Buffalo.
And so I'm from Rhode Island, which is a very small place, very similar to Buffalo. And I love seeing how much rappers from Buffalo, artists from Buffalo support each other. Even like the way you guys support the wrestlers from Buffalo. Like anyone's from Buffalo is getting that stamp. And that's fucking amazing because you guys are pushing something that hasn't had light on it for a while.
Yeah,
even being here tonight, like seeing random people in Atlanta repping Buffalo hard, and it's just like that must mean the world for you, huh? No,
it's dope, man. And I learned this a few years ago, actually, even before all this. Like anywhere you go in the world, you're gonna meet somebody from Buffalo. That's just how it is. Like I don't care if you in Vegas, I don't care if you wherever you at in the world. If you take a plane and you go somewhere, you're gonna meet somebody from Buffalo if you're from Buffalo. You feel me?
That's interesting.
Y'all, it's time.
Oh, yo, we gotta wrap up. My bad. Sorry. So we're gonna wrap this up. This was fun. We gotta do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
We were supposed to do this last time. Wrapping up this time. Thank you again for having me. This was an amazing fucking show, by the way, brother.
Appreciate it.
Nah,
man.
of course.
No,
This is Kickin It with Cøøg. Yo, nigga, what? This is legendary. We'll talk.
Yep.
This is a legendary show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out Jae Skeese if you haven't. One of the illest rappers alive. I truly mean that.
I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg.